To the politicians that are stealing, I think our government should revisit their constitution, or rather implement a certain clause that intends to punish politicians who are stealing heavily, because politicians are people that are many people they are role models, because people look up to them.
Of course.
But them look at what happened recently, the state capture.
Good day to our viewers and welcome to our show, your favorite show, Tiviwa. It's your girl Melody. I'm not alone. I'm with Mr. Mbedzi. Mr. Mbedzi.
Hi, Melody.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks yourself, my
I'm
sister.
good, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Mbedzi, tell us, who is Mr. Mbedzi to the community?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Mbedzi is quite a lot of things to the community. Yeah, if I may to start, it may take us 2 to 5 hours to come. But just in a nutshell, I'm a community activist.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a politician, something that I never saw it coming.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. Mbedzi, when it comes to your studies, how far did you go? Where did you start and where did you end?
Well, in Venda, people keep saying that if you throw a stone, whoever the stone would fall very close to, such person is likely to have either a degree or diploma in something. Okay, well, with me, I started my primary education at our elementary school called Chinetise Primary School.
Okay.
From there, I went to secondary school called Mukwanteli. After that, I went to the University of Venda for Science and Technology. That's where I enrolled in the Faculty of Humanities, studying Bachelor of Arts in Media Studies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've studied in short. However, I have done a few certificates in support of my studies, because I'm a person who is very inquisitive when it comes to education and learning as a whole. I went to AAA School of Advertising, where I did communication in marketing. I also went to Market Theatre, where I did a diploma in theatre and television. I also did radio broadcasting certificate. So yeah. That's how I have decided to arm myself in education, rather.
Okay, nice. So, Mr. Mbedzi, if I may ask, I would like to know what motivated you to do BA Media?
Okay. With media studies, I think it has got to be a calling in oneself. There were many other disciplines which I could have just opted back in the days. I remember my father pushed me towards LLB, but then
always,
yeah, you know, our parents they've got dreams of us, whereas we've got dreams of our own about ourselves.
Yes.
So yeah, we had a very big argument, but it was a healthy one with my dad, because he felt that I could make a better lawyer, because I was very argumentative as I was growing up. However, I'm a person who grew up listening to radio. It was my first choice, or my first preference. So I listened to guys like DJ Brian when I was still young, Sis Koni from Mungana Lonene, Sis Rose. Yeah, so with that being said, so I was inspired by so many gallants who were the radio gurus back in the days. So it was then I felt that, you know what, I should explore, or I should make a career in radio, simply because I was inspired by the people that I was listening to. Hence, LLB, as my father wanted, it came across as my second choice, but unfortunately, it never saw the light of the day with me.
Okay. So when it comes to BA Media, would you advise someone to study the course that you did, and how are the job opportunities in the field?
Well, with advising someone to study media studies, yes, I would. Off camera, I did ask you about media. So yeah, I won't reveal much regarding our private conversation.
Yes, please.
So yes, Yeah, I may advise people to pursue career in media studies. It is very interesting. It requires one to travel. You get to explore the world. You get to meet people. You interview people. You get to become more informed about your surroundings and how the world is panning out. So yeah. However, if you want to pursue a career in media studies, there are a few things that cannot be ignored in oneself. You have got to be somebody who likes reading. You have got to be somebody who is as bubbly as you, Mel, by the way. You have got to be somebody who is very much interested, who is inquisitive about anything that transpires in this world. So it is not just the matter of being about the glamour and glitz of being on camera for people to see you taking selfies with people, autographs and stuff. No. It has got to be something that is built in. It has got to be, you must have a deep passion on so many things that can be mentioned, not just to be, not just the like I said, the glitz for being on television, being on camera. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mbedzi. So with your career path, the media, which companies have you worked for? Where have you worked?
Okay. I've got such an interesting curriculum vitae.
Okay.
I'm afraid after revealing this, I may take your job. But anyway, I will turn temper down if that offer pops up.
Yes,
okay. At University of Venda, we were privileged enough because we had a campus radio station, Univen.
Nice.
I worked for Univen FM. I worked for Mala FM. But this is not chronologically. I'm just putting it. I worked for Mala FM. I worked for Wembe FM. I worked for, there was Commuter FM back in the days.
Okay.
Those who traveled, I don't know. I don't think you ever traveled by train, by the way. Anyway, so there was Commuter FM from railway land. There was I worked for Rainbow FM. I worked for Lens FM. I worked for Eastwave FM. These are the radio. This is my radio experience with traceable references. Okay, then television-wise, I did quite a few projects. I have been on various adverts. I did IEC adverts. I did KFC adverts. I did COVID-19 adverts. I also had a little stunt on Mubango. I had a little stunt on Isidingo, on the telenovela. Back in the days, it was called The Road on Mzansi. So, yeah, then those are the things that I still remember vividly that I had enlisted my services at.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So are there any projects that you've done related to media besides the experience that you have?
Besides the experience that I have, media related, yes, there is quite few.
Okay.
Although some I'm still struggling because I've got so many things that I did in the media industry. I remember a few years back we were it was during the time of Izodumo, yeah. So then we were the field researchers.
Okay.
So what they used to do was, if the show was to travel to Limpopo, they would send us down to Limpopo to do the geographical research, to research where this show would be taking place, interviewing a few people around the area, regarding the content. And also, I worked for a great deal for Carte Blanche.
Nice.
For Carte Blanche, I was a researcher, I was a translator, I was also a script writer with them. So those are other media-related projects that are under my belt.
Nice, so interesting. And what is Mr. Mbedzi currently busy with? What are you doing at the moment?
Okay. At the moment, I am running my own entity called Mbedzi Great Holdings.
Okay.
Yeah, it covers quite a number of things. Within it is Mbedzi Holding it serves as an umbrella, but there are sub entities within it. They are then the cleaning side of it, the pest control. It also falls within, and also the event organizing. So that is what I'm fully focused. However, like I said, something about Carte Blanche, I still write subtitles for them. So they go out to shoot, then they send me their tapes or the clips, then I put in the subtitles. That's what I'm still doing with them at the moment.
Okay, so your company, what is its main focus? What is your cleaning company, the cleaning entity, what is its main focus?
Okay, the main focus of the cleaning company is that we do clean the offices from any companies.
Yes.
If they want their offices to be cleaned up, the carpets and the walls, the windows. We also do rubble removals if the company is relocating from one place to the other, or if they are very much new in the environment.
Yes.
When they break down the ceilings and whatever, so then that's where we get in. We pick the rubbles, and when we go to drop them where they should be dropped or chucked. And then we also do pest control in the form of cockroaches and then the bed bugs and many other things.
Okay, Mr. Mbedzi. And then who is your target market? Who would need to buy these products, cleaning products, if you do have? Who are you targeting? Yes.
Okay, cool. The cleaning products that we specializing in the cleaning products in this way. We buy them from manufacturers, and then we supply to certain businesses. We are supplying across Soweto creches, to the churches, to the funeral undertakers, to other shops, and to taverns. So yes, those are our target markets, and we also do the households. Although I'm not a big fan of dealing with houses, I prefer this kind of marketing, which is called from business to business marketing.
Yes, okay,
yes. I don't do business to households because dealing with individuals becomes with a lot of stress.
I understand. And why would one choose to consider your services rather than with other companies?
Okay.
What makes your company special?
Okay, good question. Yeah, well, you see, Mel, I don't know, that's how they shorten your name, or I've gone too romantic. All right.
No.
Okay, the thing is, I'm a pro. I've done quite a lot of things, and then the reason why people should, or the reason why I am enjoying a huge clientele base is because of my human relations with people. And then the products that we selling to people, they are approved by South African Bureau of Standard. They do not inflict hazardous elements to human health. They are free to use, and they are of top quality. We never received complaints that we used your pine gel, for example. It never did what we thought it could. So we have got quality products.
Okay. And then when it comes to rubble removal,
yes.
What kind of rubble do you remove?
Okay. Let's say like next door, when they were building the flats is just behind us.
Okay.
My company is the one which was given an opportunity, because when they started with the construction, it was an open space with a lot of bushes and stuff. So the first portion was that place needed to be cleaned. So when they cleaned the trees, when they were cut down and stuff, then we were in charge of carrying out all the rumbles and then go to chuck them wherever we did. So when they started building, so those things that are left behind, things that are not needed, the stones, the cements, and the broken bricks and stuff. So that's where we also went in, and then we got to the tractors, and then we took them to the place that we felt they should be taken to. Okay,
nice. And who are your main clients or main companies that you usually work with when it comes to the removal of rubble?
Okay. There's a company called Ginga Construction. Ginga Construction, it's owned by a gentleman that I met the time we were doing the workshop. When I was busy establishing my own company, because I went to the training for it, because I needed to understand the kind of things that I would be doing. So it is one of the company that we are in good relationships with, because vona they specialize with construction. So whatever they do, whatever mess they leave behind, then they give the project to us, then for us to clean it up. So yeah, the Ginga production, we have got lens production, and we've got Farad, is it called Farad Holdings or something?
Okay.
So yeah, those are the companies that we are in good relationship with.
Okay, nice. And then what is your geographical coverage on this business?
Okay, cool.
Rubble removal, yes.
All right. We at some point in time, we find ourselves roaming around all over the country.
Yes.
Last month, we were in Eastern Cape.
Okay.
So we also go to Limpopo. We also go to KZN for pest control. So we hoover around the provinces, although my company per se has never been to all the provinces, but I have been to all these provinces when I was doing other jobs as opposed to this.
Okay.
But now, our company is not geographically focused. We intend to do job all over the country.
Okay.
Then if needs be, we can go as far as crossing the borders.
Nice. Okay.
You like traveling, I can see.
I do. And what would be the reason for these companies to consider your services rather than them doing the services for themselves?
Okay.
Yes.
Our government has made up a call that companies should look after one another. There's this other program called incubation.
Okay.
Companies that are already successful, companies that have already done it all, then they are advised by government to look at the younger entrepreneurs like myself,
Okay.
to say, if you can pair with these younger entrepreneurs, you can put them into your incubation program.
Yes.
You are training them to become as successful as you guys are.
Yes.
And also, it helps the companies that are already successful to do so, because it also reduces their tax charges
Okay.
from the government.
Okay.
For them to say, no, there is a younger entrepreneur with whom I am developing, it means something to the government. So then when they come for taxing comes, then it also means something good for them.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so it is important for the company that are already successful
Yeah.
to work with the young and upcoming companies like mine. Yes.
Okay, very nice, sir. And are there any other cleaning projects that you're doing or that you do within your company?
No, we accept the ones that I've mentioned. No, we don't have any.
Okay.
However, we just made the quotation for cleaning machines because we want to expand the business to malls, to cleaning more of malls.
Okay.
So it is only then whereby I can be able to employ a large number of people as opposed as it is now. You know, because now I don't have a large number of employees myself.
Yeah.
Only few guys who are helping us whenever need of assistance arises.
Okay.
Yes.
And whom do you work with within the services? Who do you work with?
In the sense of
Your company.
Okay. Yeah, we have got a few guys. I don't know, but if this is not, if it doesn't give you satisfactory, I'm opening up for probing. I've got 7 guys that I'm working with at the moment, because in the pest control it is 3 of them, and then in the rumble removal it is 3 of them, then it makes them 6. Then there are these 2 guys who are on standby. We only need them when the job is too much, because I am not too stable in a sense that I can rope in many people at a time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So where should people reach you? Should they need your services? Or yes, where do we reach you?
Okay. I'm always available on my cell phone.
Okay.
Which, can I give it out?
Yes, please.
It is 073 996 9959. We are also available on Facebook, Mbedzi Great Holdings.
Okay.
We are also even on www.mbedzigreatholdings.co.za, so people can always access us. Because most of our clients, I think they come to us through our online advertisements, as opposed to reaching out to me directly on my phone. Okay. Yeah.
So what would you need to improve your project, your services, the services that you render?
We, I think financial injection, cash injections
Yes.
from the benefactors. I think maybe someone is watching. I believe someone is watching. So what we need is a cash injection, because we feel that if we can become financially empowered,
Yes.
there is a lot of things. Like I said, we have we did quotation for cleaning machines and stuff. So I think cash injections is something that can at least assist us a great deal at this given juncture.
Okay, so as far as you've went with your business, as far as now, are you happy with what you're doing?
With the progress?
Yes.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I am happy with the progress. Believe you me. Maybe I am a person who gets satisfied easily. I don't know. But otherwise, I'm very appreciative kind of person. I'm very thankful person.
Yes.
And this appreciation, I would like to extend it to my clients, to the people who believed in me. So yeah, I think I'm truly happy. You know, Mel, when I started off especially the supply of cleaning detergents,
Yes.
I used to walk around with a bucket of pine gel,
Yeah.
whereby I was giving people a little bit of it and say, use this one to clean up.
Nice.
Then if you are satisfied or happy with it, then it would assist you to make an informed decision. You can then
Yes.
call me and say you need
I need
more of
more,
this.
yes.
So yeah, that's how I started off. So I remember I went to one of the funeral undertakers, so the lady said to me, I don't need any of this, but for the fact that a young man who is as educated as you, walking around carrying a bucket of pine gel, doing what you are doing in a sunny weather.
Like
So
that,
I would take 10 5 liters each and every month for the next 5 months. She said, when I buy them, I won't be using them like I'm saying. I will be giving them out. So I just want to give you a kickstart
Nice,
for your hard work. So
nice.
if you meet people of that caliber, people who are willing to assist in that manner, so one should always say, I am happy with the progress made so far. I was not expecting any miracle, and I wasn't expecting to be anywhere further than where I am at the moment. Yeah, I am liking the progress. It is going at the pace with which I am too satisfied with.
Nice. And Mr. Mbedzi, we know that you are a community activist. What is a community activist?
Okay.
Yes.
Community activist is a person who is people oriented. Is the community leader who believes in egalitarian state.
Okay.
In a sense that this person believes whenever there are opportunities,
Yes.
these opportunities should be shared to people equally and squarely and fairly,
Yes.
so that each and every one of us would go to bed at least at the end of the day, not on empty stomach, but at least with something in our tummies.
Yes.
I believe in equal opportunities. So that is the activism, or rather, it is the activism that informed my nature.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. And if there is there what is the difference between a politician and a community activist?
Okay. There is a difference between a politician and a community activist. Or however, there are also some identical similarities between. Akiri, like I said, community activist is the person who believes in sharing things equally. But a politician is somebody who is in governance.
Yes.
So, okay, let me break this down for you easily.
Yes.
Like here in our Ward 12, when we say we have got a councillor in most cases is a politician. They are in governance.
Yeah.
But me as a member of Sanko, I'm a communist.
Okay.
Because I am I see to it that whatever the opportunities that the politician may bring up among the people, the opportunities should be shared equally and fairly.
Okay.
Yeah, the difference is that the communist deals with people on the ground, whereas the politician in governance, they take decisions on behalf of people and then throw the opportunities to people according to how they think or how they deem fit. But we, as the community activists, we make sure that these opportunities are disseminated equally to the people.
Okay. So what is your position currently? What is your position as a community activist?
Okay. I have been recently appointed as Chief Ambassador for youth, sports, and culture within the ward. I am also a secretary for Sanko.
Nice.
At the moment. Yeah, that's part of my activism at the moment.
Okay. And the role within your position, what is your role?
Okay.
Yes, within all those positions.
Okay. On the portfolio of sports, youth, and culture, the position is to see to it that within our Ward 12,
Yes.
there are sporting codes of there are different sporting codes rather. There are cultural activities that are taking place. I see to it, Ori, there are fair social amenities in terms of sports grounds. We have sports facilities for ladies, especially ladies, because a girl child seems to have been overlooked within our ward. So that's the agenda that I'm pushing at the moment. And then in Sanko, what I'm doing is to do the secretary job for the organization.
Okay. And then I heard you mention that you work under or within Ward 12. So I want to know which area or areas are within Ward 12.
Ward 12, ne?
Yes.
Okay. Ward 12 has got 7 voting districts.
Okay.
They call them VDs, voting districts. Ne?
Okay.
We have got, it covers from extension 3.
Okay.
There is extension 3. There is extension 2, there's Fananani section, there is Basani section, there is a Midway, which is extension 5, there is extension 2, Mangena section, there is Benning Hill. So all these this area it falls under Ward 12.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All in Shawela, I believe.
Yes, but not all, because we are also in Shawela. This is also Shawela, but this one is Ward 11.
Oh,
where we are.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then you mentioned that you work for Sanko as well.
Yes.
What is Sanko, Mr. Mbedzi?
Okay, Sanko means it's good question. We need to create awareness.
Yes.
This morning I attended a regional executive committee for Sanko. So it was said so very boldly that we need to go out there and conscientize people about Sanko and the work of Sanko, what it does and what it stands for.
Yeah.
Sanko is an abbreviation, stands for South African National Civic Organization.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then your role in Sanko is being
secretary. Yes.
Okay. So Sanko, what is it that you want to bring to the community? Like, what is it? What is the better thing that are you gonna do for the community that you're working in?
Okay. I guess by that you mean we as Sanko.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are also against the idea of people claiming glories and say I.
Yes.
Because as Sanko we believe in collective. Okay, as Sanko, ever since we came to the fore, I think we have tried to impand a few changes here and there. We have started with the implementation of street committees, whereby people would then start to be safe, because through these street committees there would be CPFs, community policing forum within the structures, and we also engaged with the councillor within our ward. We told her that, you know what, whenever there are jobs, those jobs should be disseminated to people by Sanko as opposed to by a certain political organization. So we also we bought quite a number of students school uniforms.
Nice.
We engaged with the Indians, the Ethiopians, and other foreign nationals within the ward. You say, look, guys, come to the party. We don't want to see what is happening in Alexander or Operation Dudule and stuff. In Soweto, what we are saying is to say, guys, come together. You are operating within our radius, and we have got few queries, or rather a few worries and cries within our areas.
Yes.
Why? Because you are making money within our ward. Why don't you come together and then help us? Guess what? Those guys formed a guild of some sort. They formed a committee. So they said to us, give us tell us amount of money that you want, guys, so that we can assist with. So then they are also assisting. So it is something that never happened from previous Sanko administrations to bring business people on board. But we are trying. We are bringing people on board. We are trying to get people employed. We are trying to resolve family issues, the house issues, and the crime. We are trying to combat crime as the best we could.
Okay. And when it comes to the issue of people residing in Soweto and ESCOM, load shedding and everything, is there anything that Sanko is planning to do to resolve this issue?
Yeah, it is a tricky issue. Yeah, you see, the ESCOM issue, no leader wants to deal with the issue because it is very sensitive on its own. Okay, our approach as Sanko is that you may remember that back in 1994, when the black government took over from the white government, there were many promises that were made: free electricity, free education, free this and free that. But now the population has has expanded since then. So it becomes a little bit difficult for our government to achieve certain things, maybe because as a result of population, but I don't want to get much into that. But now when we deal with the issue of ESCOM, I think the best way of dealing with the issue of ESCOM is to implement what they call green boxes, whereby each and everyone will have to buy electricity for the use. But if we are to continue in the way that we are dealing with ESCOM at the moment, whereby a larger portion of people is not buying electricity, we would end up in the dark. But what, as Sanko, our mission could be that we are saying to ESCOM, if someone is not working, don't just switch off the light on them. Try to find some ways on how that person can be assisted, but while they are in the light, not in the dark. So, and also there are elderly people who may not afford this electricity thing simply because of the money they are earning, their grants. So try to make something. But a few years back, I heard that there were coupons given to the elderly people when they buy electricity. There were a certain units which were added to their as the interest of what they've bought. But it's fine. What I'm saying is that those who are capable of buying electricity, they should just feel advised to but it's a sensitive issue, because once you tell them this, they will say no, you can't do this. Because another worry, Mel, is that if ESCOM is to shut or is to keep us in the dark simply because few houses within us are not buying, there are elderly people, or there are some people who are asthmatic, others are surviving within the aid of these bottles that need electricity and stuff. So I think there shall be a very high level of conscientization as far as ESCOM is concerned. But as Sanko, we are against the idea of people being switch the electricity on them. However, we are saying those who are capable of buying, let them do so. Okay.
So, Mr. Mbedzi, as far as Sanko has been around, what are the things that Sanko and you as a secretary has done for the community?
At the moment?
Yes.
Okay. There is something that many people don't know, Mel. You see, in our area, especially Shawerone, many houses are being sold fraudulently without their real owners knowing that their houses are being sold. So the moment we realize that a certain house from such and such street and this number was sold fraudulently, when the case is brought to us, believe you me, we've got the capacity to go to the master's court. We have the capacity to go to whatever the highest court in the land to say, look, according to the paperwork, the house belongs to this person, but now this house was bought by this, sold by whoever. So then it is those kind of interventions that we are making as Sanko, and we are making a very great progress in that, believe you me. So nice. And also, where there were people who were said to be terrorizing our areas. We went to their houses with the police and say, we don't want them to in the community at the moment. We feel that they can be taken to the police station, then they can be corrected in one way or the other for them to become better people for tomorrow. So there is quite a lot of things that we are doing, and Mel, feel more invited every Wednesday. We meet at Vona School, Block 4. That's where we discuss the issues of the community every Wednesday. It's commitment that we've made ourselves.
Nice. And what time do you meet on those Wednesdays?
Wednesdays at 6 up until 7:30, where the community members come. We discuss quite a number of issues on the day. With which each and everyone participating and assisting one another with the resolutions as to how can one go about this.
I believe that our viewers are also listening to this. Go participate in these meetings at Vuwani. So, Mr. Mbedzi, I hear that there will be elections running very soon. When will they be, and is Sanko participating?
The elections that would be taking place very soon are the ward committee elections. It is like this. In each and every ward, we have got a councillor. So the councillor must have their own small cabinet. So this cabinet consists of 9 portfolios. Sports, health, education, you may name them. So now, in our ward, the elections on those portfolios are taking place on the 28th of May, to which I am also a participant because I'm participating for youth, sports and culture portfolio with 3 other contestants in my portfolio.
So what position are you contesting for within these elections?
I will be the facilitator for sports and culture. Yes.
So what are you doing to make sure that you win these elections?
I am a mobilizer by nature. I think maybe such element is also empowered by my career background. What I'm doing at the moment is that I am hovering around the churches across the ward. I am visiting the schools. I'm visiting the soccer grounds and engaging with boys and tell them that, you know what, I am standing for this portfolio. So if I am to be elected, then the privilege for you guys would be that there will be many more soccer tournaments to be played. There will be many more fun walks. And by the way, on the 14th of May, I organized the fun walk for councillor, our councillor, comrade Tiviwa. So there will be fun walk on the 14th of May. So whereby each and every resident of Ward 12 is invited to come, so that they can participate in this fun walk. They will also get to meet their councillor and then share delicacies together. So that's what I'm doing at the moment in order to promote myself.
So Mr. Mbedzi, should you win these elections, what is it that you're going to do better for the community within these portfolios that you mentioned?
All right. Immediately after assuming to the office, I am going to initiate Miss and Mr. Chawero.
Nice.
In this sense, I will categorize it in years. We will have the first one would be entered by those who are between 12 and 19, and then from there we'll go to those between those who are 19 to 20. But the gist is we will also have Miss Chawero, who is 70 years and above, and Mr. Chawero.
Nice.
All the age groups will be catered in this regard. It won't only be Miss and Mr. Chawero of your beauty. No. Everyone will be participating, even the elderly people.
And that's nice.
To get elderly people are participating in activities of those nature. It is something that it will be very much anew in our ward. We never had this previously. So we want our elderly people to feel appreciated. We want them to understand they can still possess beauty as old as they are.
Yes. So besides what you've mentioned right now, is there anything that you think makes you stand out being compared to other candidates that are also contesting for?
In fact, Mel, I just said in my category or in my portfolio, we are 4 because I'm competing with 3 others.
Okay.
I was just trying to be nice by saying that. Actually, in actual fact, I'm competing against myself.
Oh, okay.
Because the other 3 did not stand a chance. They did not stand a chance. They're just there as a dummy contestant. But to me, they're not a competition.
I hear you.
I'm sorry to say this, but you know what? You are pushing and pushing, Mel. You are forcing me to say all these things. I didn't want to say this, but otherwise, they know. Christmas for me this year came very early.
Okay, I see.
It came very early. In football analogy, people like whatever they know, they call it. It is on the goal line now.
Yes.
You can score from every angle. With me, it's a win-win. On the 28th, it will just be a formality for me. But I'm going to win. I've already won this.
You've already
People
won.
have already spoken.
Okay.
You are going to vote for me. Temba is going to vote for me. Whoever is going to vote for me. So I've already won this one.
You've already won.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, do you give away food parcels to people in order to win votes, or what is your strategy?
Oh.
If you feel confident enough to disclose.
Okay. Yeah, cool. You see, I am what you have just mentioned now, it is described as politics of patronage.
Okay.
When a person is using the resources in order for them to ascend to the high political office. I don't believe in the politics of patronage. I believe that if you are a natural leader like myself, people will follow you even though you haven't asked them to follow you, because they see leadership qualities in you.
Yes.
And people should do away with receiving food parcels in order for them to be. I mean, what change can a pack of cabbage make in one's life?
Nothing.
It's nothing. Nothing. So I'm completely against the politics of patronage. I don't believe in giving people something in order for me to receive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a leader, I just lead people, then they will follow.
That's nice. And I wanted to ask if you believe that you could win the election, but I can already tell that Mr. Mbedzi, I'm sorry, has already won.
Done deal. Done deal. Done
If it
deal.
happens that maybe you lose, what will be next for you, Mr. Mbedzi?
Good question. You see, Mel, anything can happen in this world,
Yes.
but then I want people to listen this and to listen to it attentively. A good leader,
yes,
is the person who is always prepared to be led.
Yes.
If you happen to be engaged in a competition of leadership, if you fail to become a leader, always be prepared to be led. So a good leader is the one who is always prepared to be led. So if for some reasons but I don't really see that happening, but for argument's sake, if I lose, then I will be very much prepared to be led by whoever wins, and I will commend them, I will compliment them, and I will also give them my full support during their term of office.
Okay. So after Sanko, what are your future goals? Me too?
Yeah, you can. Okay, after Sanko.
Yes.
Look, Mel, you see, there was time in my life, where I used to be a dreamer. And Mel, you know, the problem is that when you dream about something to an extent that you start living that thing, you start living a dream,
Yeah.
and if you fail to achieve what you have been dreaming for, sometimes it may lead to depression and stuff, Until such time I realized that, you know what, it is good to dream. It is good to have all these expectations and stuff, but the good thing is that people should rather believe in fate. If I after Sanko, yes, I would really, the next best thing would be to be a president. But people may say, like, I know you would laugh, and many other people are laughing at the same time. But then the thing is, I believe in fate.
Yes.
Fate will take me where I am supposed to be.
Yes.
So I live myself in the now to the very best way I could, so that the best way that I'm living now will take me straight to where the good should go.
Yes.
So let's just say good begets good, evil begets evil. So if you are good, you will always end up in a very good position.
Yes.
So yeah, but I will always be part of Sanko all my life, because in Venda, this is what I was doing. In Midlands, when I was that side, this is what I was doing. So wherever I will go, I will always engage with people, helping the Sanko structure to empower people at my disposal. But other than that, I believe in fate. Wherever fate takes me, I will be very much appreciative.
Okay.
But I always strive towards making it big in life. I would wish to become the president of this country, and if I become one, if I become one, you are my spokesperson. You got a job. You got yourself a job.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Mbedzi, you mentioned that you are an entrepreneur and you're a community activist. According to you, how do these two relate?
Okay. Another good question. And you know what? I like you, woman.
Thank you.
Okay. Community activism, for a person to qualify to be called a community activist,
yes,
that person must have this trait inside them, which is human relations. You must have human relations. You need to be able to relate with people on the ground.
Yes, yes.
So, entrepreneur. This is a business-wise.
Yes.
Now, in order for you, now you are asking me to try to intertwine the two.
Yes.
You will never become a good business person, Mel, unless you have got human relations trait inside you. Yes. So now, I will also give you an example a little later.
Okay.
In order for you to become a successful business person, you need to be able to relate with people. Yes. And in order for you to relate with people, you need to become a person first, so that you can relate with people. So you can be this entrepreneur who is well resourced and stuff, but if you do not have human relations, you will always struggle to relate with people, and your business will be as good as dead. Here is a quick example. In Venda, where I come from, there is this guy. He is owning this liquor store. It's very huge, and it is at a perfect spot in between the villages. Everyone can get to the spot easily. Yes. But the problem is he is struggling with the clients or with the customers, simply because when you buy a beer to him, he would say, if you take time to finish a bottle of beer, he will come and keep shaking it. Why aren't you finishing? Blah 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 blah. And if you buy with 100 rand, he will ask you, "Are you gonna buy again now?" When you say why, you say, "I want to keep the change. I don't want you to keep coming. You must come." So you see, he is entrepreneurially. Yes. He has got a good opportunity, perfect spot, and perfectly positioned. But because he lacks the human relations, so that's the problem. So with me, I relate with people pretty well on the ground. So that is when my entrepreneurship becomes very easy with me, because I am a human being who understands people's needs. So I interact with them. Very so easily, with me, the two intertwine so easily.
Okay. So Mr. Mbedzi, when you win the elections,
I will win. Thank you.
You will win.
Yeah.
How do you think this will benefit your other projects? Okay. You see, your question may lead some other people into believing that, this is a scaling bastard now. He is into politics, but he wants to push the business things. Okay. Either winning or losing, it is not going to make any impact on my businesses. I can tell you what. Most of my clients are not Chawero based. Okay. If I win, where will I be working? In Chawero. Yes. But my businesses are not mostly done in Chawero per se. Yes. So then if you were to say, if I become a country's president, how would that benefit my business? I would say, yeah, it will have an impact. But now, in this case, most of my clients are not Chawero based. Yeah. But if I win these elections, I will be people of Chawero, young people of Chawero. And again, I will be dealing with youth. Yeah, I'm in the portfolio of youth and culture. Okay. Youth. They are not my clients. Earlier on in the interview, you asked me who are my clients. I said funeral undertakers, crashes. There is no any youth who is owning a crash. There is no any youth who is owning an undertaker. I'm not dealing with any youth. Yes, of course. I mean, even if I am to resort to doing households, I would be dealing with their parents, not them. It wouldn't really have any impact whatsoever. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, this is a little sensitive, maybe.
No, don't
Yeah.
worry, man. Come on, you've already asked me a lot of sensitive questions, man.
Okay. So, what would you say if you have something to say to the so-called politicians who are stealing money, the country's money, let me put it like that, while the poor are living in like so unfortunate environments? Let me say it like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, hey, you are very brutal, man. You are very brutal, man. I really, you know what? Before I answer this question,
Yes.
I see you stepping up the ladder in the media industry very soon. So,
Thank you so
I
much,
want you to
Mr.
maintain
Mbedzi.
this kind of attitude. You be, and you know what? Whatever that pops into your mind, just hit, ne?
Thank
Don't
you
be
so
so
much.
afraid. And they won't like you. Most of your interviews may not
they'll
like
never.
it. It is not your problem.
It's not mine.
Because if you're a presenter
Yes.
and hosting shows of this nature and find that people really like you, you must know there's something really dodgy about you. There's really problem about you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come to the to these thieves, ne? To the politicians that are stealing. I think our government should revisit their constitution,
Yes.
or rather implement a certain clause that intends to punish politicians who are stealing heavily,
course,
because
yes,
politicians
yes.
are people that are many people they are role models because people
Yes.
look up to them.
Of course.
But them look at what happened recently. The state capture is revealing all the rot that this country has been sitting on for quite some
for a
time.
very long time. Yeah.
So now, every time when you turn on the television, you see this politician going to court for whatever the frauds and the stuff like that.
Yes.
So I think politicians who are caught stealing should be punished heavily. If need be, they were supposed to be punished more than anyone else, because these are the community leaders, and like you said,
course,
they are
yes,
not
we're
only
looking up to
stealing.
them,
They are not only stealing from the private company. I'm not saying stealing from private company can be commended, but they are stealing from the people's tax money.
Of course.
Look at what they did about the COVID-19 relief funds.
Grant, yes.
500 billion we had, it was gone within 3 months or so. So I mean, politicians who are stealing money, and the people who are entering into the political arena with the mentality of their personal aggrandizement or personal expedience, I think they should be caught and be punished severely.
I say so too. Okay. Besides you being a member of Sanko and doing what you're doing to help the community, what is Mr. Mbedzi, personally doing to help the community? Maybe from your pocket, if I may put it like that.
I would love to. I would love to, my sister. But Mel, from my pocket, honestly, I'm not gonna sit here in front of these cameras that Mtimbani has arranged for me. Damn it, he never told me that I will be sitting in front of so many cameras, man. I thought it would be just one, because I always see him carrying one camera. But okay, the thing is, to answer your question, there is nothing I am doing as far as like placing my hand in my pocket is concerned.
Yes.
However, I am only helping in terms of mobilizing business people in order to assist a few children about certain needs.
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
but not me per se, because like I said, I am not as resourced as those guys, you know. So
yet.
the Mutipe popped of 30 meters down there. So yeah. 30 meter, you know, it's not the child's play.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm not that. Yeah, and we commend the president for that, Patrice Mutipe, for having done that. Thank you so much. It's just that's the example of humanity.
Yes, of course.
We truly commend him for having done that, and we wish many business people can step in and assist KZN, because it has been befall with such a tragedy, man. It's a natural tragedy, so I think everyone should be hands on, and some of us who couldn't help in any form, I think the least we can do is to pray for them, to say, oh dear God, please assist these people to get through this ordeal. Yeah.
So, Mr. Mbedzi, before we close, may you please tell us more about the elections? Where will they be taking place? Just give us as much information as possible.
Okay. Yes. The elections on the 28th of May, they will be taking place at 3 voting stations.
Okay.
Vuani, Putalushaka, and El Singidi. El Singidi is a primary school at Extension 3. Then the voting station will be, or rather, voting stations will be open at 9 in the morning and close at 4 p.m. Now, because they are candidates, one person is allowed to vote for 9 different people from the categories, but in one category, you vote for one person. In the housing, even if there are 10, you vote for whoever you feel can be the HOD of housing. You go to health, you can do that. You go to this, you can do that. You can vote for all portfolios, but one person. One person per portfolio. Yes.
Okay. So, with these elections, who will be voting? Who qualifies to vote? Okay,
because they are ward-oriented elections, and now that we are talking about Ward 12, only people who are residing within Ward 12 are eligible to vote. And again, only those who have voted previously, whose names are on the IEC voters roll. Because the moment you get in there, you need to carry your ID with you. They will check you.
They will check
what they will do is to ask you which voting station you voted to previously. Then if you say Vuani, they will take Vuani book. They check you, say no, you qualified. Then why that? Because actually these people would be saving for the people for the particular community. So it has got to be people from the particular area who are saying we want to be saved by 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mbedzi. And in closing, what would you say to these voters and people who do not see the value to vote?
Yeah, you see, it is a worrying factor, Mel. It's a national problem. However, at some instances, I understand that many people are saying there is no use for us to vote. And when you assess their reasoning, one may concur with them, Ori. Indeed, there is no apparent reason why one should vote, if that is the case. But otherwise, what I would advise people is that let us dispel that kind of notion and try to impact a change. But the only way in which we as people can impact the change when it comes to leadership, it is through voting. By voting people that we believe in. If we don't believe in this person, vote for the one that you believe in. But by just sitting idly without voting, you are like a person who has given up. You
don't have a voice.
You don't have a voice. Because if you didn't vote for me, it would be very much difficult for you to come to say, no, dude, you are not providing as I expected.
Nothing.
You see? So your voice is your vote is your voice. So to speak, So people should go to vote. It is a part of exercising their natural right, actually. Voting is your natural right. And people should also take into cognizance, Sister Mel, that back in the days before democracy, black people were not allowed to vote. So now that we are allowed to vote, it is our birthright of some sort. I think we should exercise that right. So by voting, it is the best way to say, I want this person because I believe in him or her. So yeah.
Mr. Mbedzi, it's been a very, 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 very great interview. I'm so happy. I would like for it to go on, but unfortunately, time is against us. But thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring the invitation, sir. Till we meet again.
No, thank you so much, Mel and the team. Thank you so much, camera guys, the production guys, the script writers, and so forth. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And you guys are doing a great job. And I wish each and everybody who is following your YouTube channel should keep doing so and spread the gospel. So you guys are doing a great job, and I wish you guys to become a very bigger productions tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mbedzi. Our viewers, that was Mr. Mbedzi with me, Melody, and our interview has come to an end, unfortunately. But till we meet again, keep calm and miss us. Bye.